All right, so laying flat on your mat to begin, allowing yourself this moment to get settled there. And as you take this time at the beginning of your practice to find awareness with your body, to allow the eyes to close completely just for a moment. And just to take note of the room you are in, to invite a bit of gratitude there. Just notice the temperature of the room you are in, any sounds that you may hear, even the light that is in the room you are in. Is it soft? Is it bright? And there's something to be said about where you choose to have your yoga practice. You invite your yoga practice to remain in the same space each time. You're naturally building up that energy so that each time you come to this space, it's almost a natural progression of finding this awareness of your mind, body, and spirit. Why it is you come to a yoga practice. So find that intention in this next moment of why it is you are here today. Now notice your body, its current state. Notice it here so that you can reflect back on this moment. You can reflect on the changes that you are about to make. Let's begin now to engage your breath. Just finding a nice steady rhythm with your breathing. Taking your inhales and your exhales through your nostrils. And thinking of this engagement in and out of your nose as allowing the air to be filtered and the temperature to be regulated. And as you slowly begin to deepen your breath, encourage those subtle movements in your body as you inhale to find this nice expansion. And as you exhale, this gentle contraction. Allow yourself this time to connect with your own rhythm of breathing. When you are ready, we'll create some unison with each other now. We'll take our inhales and exhales to counts of 5 today so that we can encourage nice, slow, deep breathing. We'll just do 2 rounds of this, completing your next exhale. And we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Just allowing a moment here to settle into your breath again, just naturally allowing it to flow. We'll begin now just to bring your arms up over your head. Walk your legs into each other and just find one nice long stretch in your body from your toes out through your fingers. Maybe even using your nice deep inhale to create that length and your exhale to find softening. Give yourself one more deep breath here as you inhale and as you exhale. Once you've completed your exhale, take your hands alongside your body and let's begin to bring your knees in towards your chest. Try to lift your tailbone off of your mat so that your lower back is making some nice contact with your mat. Just begin to allow the knees to gently move from side to side, feeling that nice gentle massage in your lower back. And now find some small circles in your lower back. And now go in the opposite direction. We'll keep the arms alongside the body, palms face down, and let's point your toes towards your ceiling, straightening your legs. Before we make any movement here, just check in with the back of your neck. Just allow the chin to tuck in slightly so that the back of the neck is nice and long and in line with your spine. And from here, let's take our gaze in towards our feet and let's separate your toes as wide as you can. And now wiggle out your toes. And now begin to point your toes towards your ceiling and then flex your feet, pointing the toes towards you. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, find that nice pointing of your toes. And exhale, flex your feet. And now just relax your feet here and just begin to rotate the right ankle. Imagine you're drawing circles on your ceiling with your big toe. Now let's rotate it in the opposite direction. Now just relax the right foot here and now rotate the left. And now go in the opposite direction. And now just relax the left foot. Let's bend both the knees back into your chest. Let's take the hands to the tops of your knees here and just encourage pulling your knees in towards your chest. Let's keep the knees nice and close in this position and we'll release our hands now into a T position. Just take a peek down the arms to make sure they're in line with the shoulders. And from here, let's find the knees falling to the left. Keep them hovering over your mat. Use your core to pull the knees into center. And as you exhale, let them fall to the right, just allowing them to hover as you pull in your belly to bring them in through center. So let's continue with this motion of allowing the knees to fall to the left and in through center and fall to the right and in through center. As you pull your knees in through center, try to keep the belly pulling in. Just creating a little bit of heat in our body. Finding how to engage our body to give us the strength to continue this movement from side to side. And once you come back to the left side, just allow the knees to fall completely down towards your mat and straighten the right leg. Flex out through your right foot. Now, if your neck allows it, turn your head away from your knees. Just allow a bit of softness in your body here, and let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Just one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And from here, let's bend the right knee back to meet the left, and we'll bring the knees in through center. Now allowing them to fall all the way to the right. Let's straighten the left leg, keep the foot nice and flexed. Turn your head away from your knees if your neck allows it. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, bend the left knee to meet the right, and we'll bring the knees back into your chest. Just give yourself one big bear hug, pulling the knees close in towards you. And bring the forehead in towards your knees. Find a nice round ball. And we'll lower the shoulders and head back onto your mat. Straighten your legs back towards your ceiling. And just take the hands back alongside your body. So from here, we're going to create movement with our legs. So with your next exhale, let's lower the right leg. That's just hovering over your mat. And then we'll rise it right back up with your inhale to meet the left. As you now lower the left leg with your exhale, just at a hover, and inhale to rise it back up. So let's continue with this movement of lowering the right leg and rising it up. Lower the left leg and rise it back up. So let's make this a nice slow movement. Use your exhale to create the lowering of your leg. Your inhale to rise it up. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, lift it up. Go 2 more times on each side. Exhale, lower right. Inhale up. What's happening with your belly? Find that fire in your core. Exhale, lower left. Inhale up. Last time on each side. Exhale, lower right. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, lift it up. Now let's bend both the knees back into your chest and give your lower back a nice massage just by this gentle rocking from side to side. We'll come back in through center. We'll keep the right knee pulling into your chest. As you straighten your left leg onto your mat. So take your time inviting yourself there. And with the right knee nice and close into your right side body, just find a gentle rocking from side to side just to loosen up your right hip. Let's take a moment here to bring your right hand to the inner right knee to find this external rotation in your right hip. And just simply hold it there for a moment. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. We'll bring your right knee in through center. Now take the left hand to the outer right knee. And just draw the right knee through midline to the left until you find that stretch in the outer right hip. And we'll hold it there, taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. We'll bring the right knee in through center. If you can, take the index and middle finger of the right hand to interlace to the right big toe as you straighten your right leg towards your ceiling. If you have a strap available and that's what you want to use to wrap around the ball of your big toe, you can. If you don't have that available and you can't grab hold of your big toe, just take the hands behind the thigh or calf, but keep the right foot nice and flexed. So we're looking for a nice stretch in the back of your right leg. As you hold it here, let's take a nice deep inhale. Find your breath. and exhale. And from here, whether you're grabbing hold of the toe or the leg, let's lift our forehead towards our knee, lifting our shoulders off our mat. Create a bit of tension in your body as you hold it here. And with your exhale, let's lower the shoulders and head and the leg back down onto your mat. Take a moment, find awareness in your body. Any difference on your right side, any sensation compared to your left. When you are ready, just slowly bend your knees. Slowly bring them back into your chest. Give yourself a nice big bear hug. Bring your forehead back into your knees. Find that nice round ball. And keeping the knees into the chest, lower the shoulders and the head back down. Keep the left knee nice and close into your side body as you slowly straighten the right. And once you're nice and settled into this position, just take that nice rock from side to side with your left knee. Just focusing on loosening up your left hip. Let's take a moment to pause here, taking the left hand to the inner left knee. Find that nice external rotation in your left hip. Hold it there. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Once you've completed your exhale, take your left knee in through center. Right hand rests to the outer left knee. You draw the knee through midline to the right. Look for that stretch in the outer hip. Once you've found that point, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Once you've completed your exhale, bring the left knee in through center. Take the index and middle finger of the left hand to wrap around the big toe as you straighten your left leg. Again, if that's not available to you, just find those other variations. Keeping the left foot nice and flexed so that you can engage that nice stretch in the back of the left leg. Take a nice deep inhale here. Allow your exhale to be complete. From here, let's lift our head and shoulders off the mat. Think of your forehead reaching towards your knee. Find tension in your body here. And as you begin to release, to lower the shoulders and head and left leg back down onto your mat. Bring your hands alongside the body and just take a moment here. Notice yourself. Notice any sensations, any movement of energy within your body. When you are ready, we'll bend our knees. Take the right arm up overhead. Roll to the right side of your body and push ourselves up, and we'll meet all the way in a tabletop position. So take your time arriving in tabletop. No rush here. Be aware of how you're able to move your body to arrive in this position. So tabletop, the index finger is in line with the long edge of your mat. Your knees are hip width, and the tops of the feet are hidden behind your thighs. Before we make movement here, just close your eyes for a moment. We often come in and out of tabletop, but very rarely do we just remain here. So let's think about our belly. Think about it pulling in towards the spine as the tailbone tucks down slightly. Think about softening your eyes and your face. And now notice the weight within your hands. Can you evenly distribute the weight in your hands as you push them down gently into your mat? Think of your biceps as they gently externally rotate. And now from here, let's take downward dog, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back. Maintain what you've engaged with in your hands and in your biceps. Maintain softness in through your face as you allow your gaze here to peek between your thighs. Allow your hips to continue lifting as your belly continues to be pulled in. How's your breath in this moment? Notice those restrictions in your breathing. And let's move through a bit of a flow. As you inhale, let's come forward in through your plank. As you exhale, lower the knees as you lower chest and belly. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up through your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. From our downward dog, let's just take child's pose for a moment. So let's lower the knees to the mat. Let the big toes touch behind you. As you sink your hips towards your heels, just allow your head to be heavy. You're happy with the hands extended out in front of you. Keep them there, but just allow the elbows to soften. If you're comfortable bringing the arms alongside your body, then find that. We're just taking a moment here to connect back with our deep breathing, to notice the sensations within your body, to give yourself permission to be nice and slow in your practice today. So now that your breath has calmed itself back down, let's engage those counts of 5 with our breathing, coming back to this unison. So complete your next exhale here. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before we release from our child's pose, just notice your mind as you've allowed yourself to be in stillness. And from here, let us slowly come back into our neutral tabletop. Just give yourself a couple of cat-cows now. You're familiar with this movement, so move nice and freely in and out. Just enjoying this articulation within your spine. Once you finish your next cat with a nice round back, meet back in your neutral tabletop. Let's take downward dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. From our downward dog, let's come in through a standing forward fold. So look towards your hands, walk the feet towards them. Once you arrive there, inhale, flat back, belly in, tailbone down. From your flat back, hinge forward from your hips to forward fold. Head is nice and heavy. From this forward fold, let's take wide spread arms as we rise in through standing, palms together above your crown. As you bring the hands down through heart center, finding Swamasthiti with the hands alongside the body. Standing position. Find yourself here with eyes closed, at least for a moment, to notice the stability within your feet, to notice these energy systems within your body, creating movement. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. Encourage your breath to invite this movement. Once you've completed your exhale, just allow your breath to be nice and relaxed. And we're going to come into a big toe stretch. So from here, let's hop our feet into hip width, hands towards your hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, take this hinge forward from your hips. Now let's release our hands from our hips. Take the index and middle finger of both of your hands to wrap around the balls of your big toe. From here, find a nice halfway lift, flat back, so your belly pulls in, tailbone tucks down. From this flat back, take your elbows and bend them out towards the sides as you allow your head to come in towards your chest. So we want to think about our hands onto our big toe, and we want to encourage trying to pull the big toe away from all the baby toes. Your elbows are pointed out towards the sides. So imagine you're holding two big grocery bags on either side of you. Let's find our breath here. Counts of 5 with your breathing. Complete your exhale. We'll just do one round. We'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. With your next inhale, just slowly come up halfway. Find a flat back for a moment. We're going to take now the palms of our hands and bring them underneath the soles of your feet. So you want the toes to touch the back of your wrists. And with your next inhale, just establish, again, flat back as you pull in your belly, tuck down your tailbone. And now allow the head to be heavy back into your chest. This time, we want to be able to push the feet into the palms of your hands as much as you're trying to get the palms of the hands from underneath your feet. So keep that engagement. Let's take our exhale here. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. From here, very slowly release your hands from beneath your feet. Take a deep bend in your knees as you bring your hands in towards your hips and slowly rise up and through standing. So be aware, you might feel a lot of sensation in your legs here, the restriction of the flow of blood in your body. So let's take Swamasthiti here to allow ourselves to come back into neutral. Take a moment to observe your body in this way. So from here, let's take the left foot, let's step it out to the left. Let's face the back edge of your mat, and we're going to come in through triangle. So take a peek at your feet. The heel of the left should be in line with the heel of the right. The right foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Take your hands here into your T position. Keep the left leg straight. And as you take your inhale, reach forward with the left hand, bringing the left hip back. And naturally, the right hip's going to come forward slightly. Hold it here. Maintain your belly drawing in. And we'll bring the left hand now to the inner thigh. And rise the right arm up, looking for the wrist over the shoulder. So in this shape, let's think back towards our hips. Let's think about bringing the left hip back and the right hip forward. And let's think about reaching up with the right hand as you reach down with the left. The gaze here can just be steady onto the floor, gazing past the left big toe. Or if you want, you can take the gaze up towards the palm of the lifted hand. You've been here for a while, so notice how your body is shifting and changing to hold yourself here. So let's all look down now for balance, and we'll inhale, bring your hands back in through a T. If you exhale, bring your hands in towards your hips, and let's find our triangle now on the opposite side. So left foot's at that 45-degree angle, right toes are facing the front edge of your mat. Hands in through a T. Inhale, reach forward with the right hand, right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. Hold it there, be aware of your hips squaring. Now right hand to the inner thigh. Left arm rises up. Just look as best as you can to engage the wrist over the shoulder. Look down here if you need to think about your hips continuing to square. And now think about lifting up through the left hand and reaching down through your right. Think about your belly. Are you pulling out through your belly? Try to pull it in. Notice your body. Notice the wideness of your eyes. Try and soften them. Allow this to give you awareness to how stable you are in posture. So let's look down now for balance, and we'll inhale, bring our hands back in through a T position. Let's now parallel both of our feet, and we'll come in through a wide-legged stretch. So let's inhale our hands in through a T position here. Exhale, hands towards your hips. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Once you've allowed your head to be heavy, let's release our hands towards your mat. So you can keep the hands here in line with the toes. If you want to move deeper, maybe turn the fingertips to the wall behind you and walk the hands so that they are past your heels. We want to keep our feet nice and strong here. So let's keep a soft bend in your knees. Continue drawing out through the pinky toe edges of your feet. And if you come into this variation with the fingertips pointing to the wall behind you, maybe play around with seeing if the crown of your head can almost make contact with your mat. So these are only variations for you to explore. Don't feel discouraged if that is not even close to where you're at today. Remember, this is your practice, no one else's. When you are ready, let's slowly just walk the hands out in front of you so that they are about shoulder width apart and you are at a halfway lift. And from here, just heel toe your feet a bit closer towards each other. Bend into your knees, hands in towards your hips now. And we'll slowly rise in through standing. Always take your time releasing from forward folds. If you ever feel dizzy, just lean forward slightly. And let's heel toe our feet and let's come back to the top of your mat. Finding your Swamasthiti once again. Taking a moment here. Closing your eyes. And just falling into this gentle rhythm with your breath. We're going to make our way back down to our mat. So with your next inhale, let's find wide spread arms, palms together here. Exhale, settle into your forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands towards your mat. And step one foot back at a time to find your plank. From your plank, lower the knees to the mat. Lower chest and belly. And let's find crocodile here. Stacking your hands onto each other. and just resting your head on towards your hands. Before we take a moment to rest in our crocodile, just lift your right leg up, lower it back down, lift the left leg up, and lower it back down. Keep the forehead resting onto the tops of your hands. And just notice your breathing here. Just settle into softening the muscles in your face. And we're going to move back into those controlled counts of breathing as we remain here. Let's do 2 rounds of inhaling and exhaling to 5. Nice and slow as you complete your next exhale. We'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Just notice your body here. When you are ready, we'll just take the hands underneath the shoulders to push yourself all the way into a child's pose once again. Again, find that variation of child's pose that is the most comfortable for you, to keep your back nice and round, to find your head resting either onto the mat or a prop or your hands. Just settle in to inviting this stillness back into your body. This awareness of tension that so easily arises in your face. This is you working on the deep subconscious part of yourself to invite calmness into your body, a space where it can heal, a time for it to understand what you truly need. Where does your mind wander? And how easy is it for you to come back to this moment right now? Just notice your breath. Notice how you've changed. From here, we're going to make our way in through camel. So when you are ready, just slowly push yourself upright so that you are just allowing the shoulders to roll back here and you're resting your hips to your heels. And from here, we're going to come onto our knees now. So imagine there's a wall just in front of your hips. We want to keep the hips exactly where they are. Our only focus here is to create an opening in your heart. So a nice counter pose from this roundness in through your back. So let's begin just to find wide spread arms here. Keep the arms shoulder width apart. Keep the biceps beside the ears. And before we move from this position, energize your fingertips. Reach up towards your ceiling. And from here, allow the biceps to come behind the ears as you lift your sternum towards your ceiling. Now allow the head to gently come back as you shift your gaze towards your ceiling. Keep reaching the fingertips away from you. Hold it there. Just find softness in your face, maintaining this position. You can go deeper. Maybe you take your hands and just rest them, reaching towards the heels. And from here, let's retreat back to child's pose. Soften your body. Just be aware of any difficulty in that position. Be aware of the strength that is required to keep your heart lifted. Just be aware of your breath here. When you are ready, let's slowly rise ourselves back onto your knees. Let's find this just one more time. Inhale, wide spread arms. Arm shoulder width apart. Again, it's very important to reach your fingertips away from you. Keep that engaged. You gently bring the biceps behind the ears, lift up through your heart, lift your gaze. And if you can, maybe explore bringing the hands behind you so that fingers are reaching towards your heels instead. Shoulder blades are squeezing into each other. Keep your heart lifted, hold it here, and just allow the eyes to soften. You keep the gaze lifted. And from here, one last time, retreat into your child's pose. Allow the body to soften. And allow the back to find comfort in this roundness now. Just be aware of your breathing here. When you are ready, let's slowly come back into neutral tabletop. Just give yourself a couple cat-cows here. Use this as creating a nice manipulation in your spine. And from your cat-cow, just release the legs out in front of you and come to lay flat on your back once again. Let's find the legs straight onto your mat and the arms alongside your body. We're just giving ourselves a moment in corpse posture here to allow those effects that you have just given yourself to settle. To notice your body, to be aware of what is occurring within you. Notice your breath. Allow softness in through your face. From here, we're going to come in through butterfly. So let's bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall away from each other. We're going to allow ourselves to remain here, to invite softness, to allow stillness in this shape. Keep your eyes closed so that the mind does not wander. How is your breath in this moment? Notice the rhythm. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Just allow this moment to be in stillness and for a moment just in silence. When you are ready, begin to take the hands to the outer thighs so that you can assist in bringing the knees in towards each other. Let's again take the right arm up overhead, roll to the right side, push ourselves up, and we'll meet in a seated position with the legs extended out in front of you. And we'll come in through a straight leg forward fold. So the inner thighs coming down, outer thighs coming up. It's always nice to create space in your hamstring. Once you're there, inhale, wide spread arms. Exhale, reach for your feet if that's available. If not, just allow the hands to fall where they fall. The only thing I encourage for you to hear, keep your head heavy. That might mean that you're not forward folding as much as you would like to. Let the shoulders roll back so that they are softened away from your ears. The muscles in your face here are relaxed. Your body is settling into the shape. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Your inhale, just slowly come back. Let's bend the right knee here. Just take the heel nice and close and towards you. So you take that external rotation in the right knee. Twist yourself gently to the left. So you inhale, lift up through your heart. As you exhale, take that hinge forward. So let's keep the left foot flexed. If you can grab hold of the foot, great. If not, no worries. Just allow the head once again to be heavy. Allow softness back in through your face. And let's take 2 deep breaths here, completing your next exhale. We'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once you've completed your exhale, very slowly find yourself releasing from the left leg. Bring the right knee in through center, straighten it to meet the left. And now the left knee, keep it, the heel close towards you. Take that external rotation. Twist to the right leg. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, find that hinge forward. Maybe grabbing the foot, maybe not. Just encourage a nice heavy head. With the head heavy here, encourage softening your face. And we'll take our 2 deep breaths here, completing your next exhale. And we'll inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once you've completed your exhale, slowly rise up and away. Taking the left knee now in through center, straighten the left knee, Just shake out your legs here. Take your hands behind your hips, roll your shoulders back, and just lift up through your heart for a moment. And from here, let's come in through a cross-legged seated position, and we're going to work on some alternate nostril breathing here. So give yourself time to find a comfortable cross-legged position. Just take the hands to the tops of the knees. Find this nice length in your spine here. Keep your chin neutral to your chest. Keep your elbows nice and close into your side body. Before we move from here, just close your eyes for a moment. Just allow your body to soften. Let's take the right hand towards the bridge of the nose, using the thumb to close the right nostril, the forefinger to close the left. Take a comfortable inhale through both your nostrils here. Comfortable exhale. We'll begin. Close the right, inhale through the left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. And as you close left to exhale right, release the right hand back down to the right thigh. Your eyes are open, close them again for a moment just to allow those effects to settle into your body. And again, we'll take this moment in your practice as a Mysore. Feel free to create any movement in your body that you wish to make. And that could just simply be remaining in this seated position just for a moment longer. By all means, if you are ready for your Shavasana, please slowly make your way there. But I will cue you when we should all be in our final resting posture. When you have allowed yourself to just slowly finish up these movements in your body or this place of stillness that you have remained, give yourself permission now to fall into your Shavasana. This is the point of your practice to no longer be aware. Just allow your breath to flow. Just allow your body to remain in stillness. And know that you have created change. Your energy is sacred. You should practice protecting it. Use this tool of visualizing a beam of pure white light that surrounds your body completely. Allow this to give you protection so that you may just be. When you are ready to slowly release from your Shavasana, you allow movement to come back into your fingers and to your toes. Perhaps even allow just a smile to come onto your face. You slowly bend your knees, roll to one side, meet in a seated position with the palms together at heart center as you bow towards your fingertips. This moment in your practice, give it the time that it deserves to have gratitude for the journey that you've allowed yourself to take. Please allow this moment to honor the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, to honor the energetic directions of north, south, east, and west. Please allow us to close with an Om, followed by an Aum. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.